Hello and welcome to another tutorial. A lot of people have requested and said, how do you make skirts? How do you make outfits? And all this stuff. Teach me how to make this, that. So what people do for 2D is sometimes, not all the time, but they will get an image or they will draw something, they'll upload it to ROBLOX and they'll trace it. Now you might be, well, how do I trace? It must be really hard, right? And it's actually really not. The only hard part would be the filling in, because it takes time and focus, and it's pretty boring. Now I usually do not get images like this off of Google or whatever. I usually draw my skirts. I upload the decal after I took a picture of my drawing, and I upload it to ROBLOX, and then I trace my own drawing. And you can do the same thing. It's really easy. Just if you don't know how to upload something, just look it up on YouTube. There's plenty of videos, etc. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a block, and you can trace. You don't have to have Archimedes. You don't have to have that. You can have your own building tools, but it's easier with Archimedes. So you want to align it with this line, right? And you want to make it like a color like black, or like the opposite of the other color, so it doesn't blend in that well. So I have my black part, and the smaller it is means the more lines it will create. This can become a problem because it might turn out wiggly or something, but if it's too much, then it will turn out blocky. So you want a good amount, I'd say, like that. You're gonna click your Archimedes, and you're gonna try to find the right angle, or the axis, if it'll load. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. That is not the right one either. You have to make sure that doesn't go in or out. But that's the right one. And I'll tell you why it's the right one. Because you can just click this and it'll turn the other way. And it's pretty easy. The lower number is the more smooth it will be. So I'm going to do 2. Because you can see there's a curve right here. I'm going to render it, and it's going to come out, and it's going to start curving. Oh. You see it curving, just even by a little bit, and if you want to increase that curve, the higher the number. If you have your Archimedes angle on 1, it'll go in a straight line, depending on where you're doing it. It goes down. It goes down like this. So you want to do something like, I don't know, 2, -2. You really want to pay attention to the outline, because if you don't, it's going to turn out all wiggly and stuff, and you really do not want that. I'm sorry if you hear my cat. I don't know what's going on. He likes to talk to walls. I'm just going to be tracing this part, and then I'm not going to do the rest. It's really, really easy. And once you do it a couple of times, I'm really sure you're going to get the hang of it. And you're going to learn the numbers quick, and you're just going to be blasting through those outfits like nobody's business. Also, don't forget, I know it sounds silly, but don't forget that you can move. You can move around at your will. So do not forget that. I know you might not, but I'm just saying. It's going straight, as you can kind of see. So I'm just gonna go straight. Oh, now it's gonna go a bit down. Now I'm gonna go straight again. But it's going in. It's not really hard. Just like, I got the hang of it like on my second time trying to do it. All you have to do is play around with it. It's like with skirts, you just have to play with it. Don't worry if it doesn't have the negative when you put negative, because it's still negative. See, it's already coming together. It looks pretty nice. And the subtle folds and stuff gives it a stick kind of way. Now for this, just gonna do that. I usually open my video. I clone it, and I churn it myself. I manually churn it because it's kind of hard since it goes and like curves the Archimedes. It's hard to make edges, like sharp edges. You might want to figure out, yeah, like that goes like that. And then you just do this. And you keep on going. Or what you can do is you can do these two. You can select it, you can copy, you can rotate it directly around. You can try to match it up, and then you can fill in that middle space with that and that line. You can do this with anything you desire. Although it might take some time, you can still do it. And it'll look good. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to detail stuff because you have to learn that on yourself. You're going to have to develop your own style and your own creativity. Even if you think you have no creativity, I'm sure you do. We've all got some. Well, unless you're dead. But I'm sure none of you watching are dead right now at the moment. Well, thank you for tuning in, and goodbye.